Hey guys, I'm gonna make sure that I give a little bit of time for people to get in here. Okay, I have my mom's iPad up here so that way I can use the chat easier. I have, make sure it's off so you don't hear an echo. Can y'all hear the Christmas music a little bit? I'm trying to get into a Christmas vibe because it doesn't feel very Christmassy today. Thank you. Hi, Rocky. Hi, Sammy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is actually my parents' library little area. When I lived here, this was my kitchen. But it's like wall-to-wall books. And we have like a cute little reading chair. She's got it really decorated cute. And then there's bookcases along this wall too. So she's where I got my love of reading. But I'm having a little bit of delay on my streaming system. So if I need to slow down, just put it in the chat for the instructions. So we'll get started here in a few minutes. I'm going to just give a little bit more time for people to get in. I just posted the link in all the Discords. So green and red, I tried to be festive. So all right. I am going to let y'all make some interactive decisions as well with me. So I can either do, or I might do both. I don't know. You guys vote and let me see. So this is the first combo that I have. So it's like an evergreen and like a mulberry wine color. So this would be one option. Then one of my favorite options. It's going to be a red with a very baby light pink. So let me know what you think I should do, or if you think I should do both. I could try to multitask and do two at the same time, because one's like a bulky weight and then the other one is like a velvet. So let me know what you guys think, and then let me see. I am going to change some of the banners around. Or try to. I don't remember how I did it. You guys, my ADHD is in full gear today, so forgive me. Okay, so we have one vote for option one or for both, and we got a second one for both. So it looks like I'm going to do both because you guys are the true ones in the chat letting me know. Okay. So what you need if you want to grab your materials, and we will get started here at 1:08 is when I wanted to get started. So it gives a little bit of time for people to jump in to see the first screen and grab their supplies. But you need a hook. I'm going to be using both of these now. So I'm going to be using a 5mm and a 6mm. 5 for the velvet. Normally I would do a 4, but I could not find my 4mm hook today at all. So we're going to do 5. And then for the Bernat, like blanket yarn that I have, I'm going to use a 6. Or I could use 5 for both. I might just use, no, I'll do it separately so that way I don't get them mixed up. So the red for the pink and red, and the purple for the mulberry and green. And then you also need a pair of scissors. You do need some stitch markers. I believe you need 3. But if you only have 1, after we get done working in the round of the marked stitch, then we can just move it. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use an extra strand of yarn that's in a different color, just the way it's easy to see, because we will be marking loops to work in, and it's so much easier if you have it marked. So I have 3 sets of stitch markers here, so we can like vote on which one I should use for each one. So the first set will get a little vote in it today. These are from my friend Tori from the Whimsical Garden, and I don't know if it's gonna focus. They are little balls of skein, like beads that look like skeins of yarn. I have the black, the white, and the clear. So this is the first set. I could use it on either one. And then my second set is got one from a lot of different friends. First of all, the very first one I have is this gorgeous orange and black and white heart. And I got this from Stitched by Danny Marie. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites because it's not broken on me yet. Then I have this one from, again, Tori the Whimsical Garden. Or Whimsical Garden. She's gonna kill me. The Whimsical Goblin. And it is a moth, which me and her share the love of moths. And it has my favorite color of green. And then this one is by Crafty Cold's Crochet, which is Michaela. And it's a little glass pumpkin. So that's the other set I have. So set one, set two, and then here's set three, which is chaos, which I kind of love. So this one is by Crafts by Raya, which is a little mushroom ghost, which you guys know I love ghosts and love mushrooms. Or if you don't know, now you know. And then a little rubber ducky with bow. Let's see if it'll focus. Isn't that the cutest? That's from Crafty Colds. And then this one's from me. And it's a black moth with a red moon. I don't use these as much because they have the smaller clips, but I just thought it was really pretty. So option one, option two, or option three, let me know in the chat. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, thank you. I did try to put in some effort because I wanted to. It's been a while since I've been on live, and my last live, I don't know if it's on still. I might have deleted it, but I had like a panic attack and I felt bad, and so like I just knew that I needed to like do a little bit of self-care and make myself feel good for this live. So, Mariah, I'm so glad you're here. I felt like no one was going to show up and I was going to get stood up on my blind date. So I'm glad that you guys are here. Okay. Ghost, hi. I'm so glad you're here. Does anybody need more time before we get started on the pattern? If you do, let me know. Grab your supplies. You need your main color that we're going to start off with, your hook, and a stitch marker, at least one. So I am going to go ahead and try to switch it up a little bit and put on my PowerPoint presentation over here. I'm super excited about this. So I am going to switch screens, so I won't be able to see the chat on the computer, but I have I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, I'm sorry. I have my iPad over here to the side, so it'll be a little bit delayed, but it's okay. Okay, did you guys decide on which set of stitch markers that I should use? I have I'll probably just end up using these smaller ones for the velvet so they don't pull so much on the stitches, if that's okay. And then you guys can vote on the Unhinged Ghost and Duck set or the Pumpkin, Orange, and Moss set. Alyssa! Hi! I'm so glad you're here. We are gathering supplies and we're voting on which stitch marker sets I'm going to use. I'm going to use Tori's skeins of yarn for my velvet make because I'm going to attempt to make two of what we're making today. And then, oh, okay, moss set for the bigger one. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and open up the first page to get started. Oh, well, welcome. Grab your hooks and main color to get started. We did that. Okay, so this is rounds 1 through 3. If I need to slow down, let me know. This usually takes me about 30 to 35 minutes to do, and I have learned to triple the time whenever I do teaching of patterns and stuff. Rocky in the chat can tell you that I did a stocking in an hour, and people are still working on the stocking from that class. We did a Christmas in July stocking class, and yeah, I overestimated the time it would take. So I want to make sure and slow down. So it's actually a good thing that I'm making too, so it'll automatically slow me down a little bit. But the instructions are up on the screen. So if you want to go ahead and get started, I am going to start with the bigger yarn, the blanket yarn. And we are starting with a magic circle, and I'm using a 6mm hook for this one. Let's see. Ghost is not going to be participating because their hands like they're going to. Oh no! Have you been cross stitching a lot or like using your hands a lot for crafting? Because oh, I can relate to that hand pain. I'm so sorry, Ghost. I am currently working on a top secret project for my Yarn Lounge Christmas party. It's not top secret. I've spilled the beans a little bit, but I'm triple stranding with an 8mm hook. So I'm having to give myself time in between. What color do you suggest first? Okay, so I would suggest your favorite color first. So like my color combos, I forgot to show you when you came in, but I am doing pink and red for the first color combo. So the red will be the accents and the main color will be the pink. And then on the other color combo I'm doing, I have a green and a mulberry wine. So I'm actually going to do green and then the mulberry wine as the accents. So I had said that if you have a variegated yarn or a flecked or multicolor like pom-pom yarn to use that as your main color. But if you, I just did it with solids because I know a lot of people have more solids. And so there is special instructions to add puff stitches to add color to it. And I wanted to follow along with that so that way we could do it together. I'm glad you're here too, Ghost. Rocky has a hard time finishing. You just get distracted. That's fine. You're a busy lady. And Sammy's doing white with flecks of red and green. Oh, it's a chronic hair flare up. Okay, I get that. I'm so sorry, Ghost. And Rocky is doing a first color as like a teal blue. Okay. All right, so let me count my stitches because I already lost count. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got my 6. And then we're going to do an increase. Sorry, y'all. I talk to myself like this even when I'm just by myself. And I think it's the habit of teaching. Sorry, I have a YouTube channel up for Christmas music to stream, and it's got commercials because I don't pay for premium anymore. You're going to do a light green. Ooh, let me tell you, those are good color choices. You'll see shortly. I think that people are going to figure it out. But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes someone to guess correctly. So if you feel like you have a guess, put it in the chat. Okay. On round 3. And this is supposed to be like a cone shape. So if you hold tension towards the first round and then you can push it up with your finger. So first one, and I'm going to pause and I'm going to go ahead and grab the other one. None of my skeins are rolled prettily because I lent out my yarn winder and I have not had a chance to grab it yet. Person's done with it. I just have forgotten to message them and grab it while I've been in town. So 4, 5, and 6. Debbie Christmas tree. Oh, no, it's not, but good guess. By the way, does anybody else love those Debbie Christmas cakes? Like, I'm obsessed with them. Usually when they first come out, I'm buying like a box or two. Oh, it's storming. It sounds cozy, but I understand like dogs. When I had dogs, my dogs were always scared of like the thunder and the rain. I'm thinking about getting a dog for my kids, but I haven't decided yet. We'll see how the next year does us. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, guys. I know my counting can mess people up, so I'll try to stop. Okay, so this is where you're going to use your first stitch marker. So I'm going to grab this one that is like a crackled clear. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to mark the back loop only of the first stitch of this last round. So that one's marked. And I'm going to go ahead and use the moss. Both are by Tori the Whimsical Goblin. Don't tell her I said garden earlier. And I'm going to take a drink. Hopefully I don't get booted for drinking Red Bull on live. TikTok booted me for doing that, so I'll try to drink off camera if I need to. So I don't know the kind of breed. I know I wanted to get like a smaller dog, but I'm also looking for one that does really good with special needs kids. The one that does the best is Australian Shepherd, like they basically herd the kids. My son elopes, so I have to make sure that it's a dog that will keep him like safe and secure. I'm not necessarily looking for like a trained dog. Honestly, we probably will just adopt from a shelter because I've always had really great dogs that I've done that with. But also, I'm open. I just know that I don't want to get like a dog that doesn't do well with kids and doesn't do well with special needs. I had a wiener dog that I loved for years. Her name was Tuna, and when I had my kids, she started nipping and biting them and running away. So I'm just going to make sure that it's one that does a little bit better. Oh, Alyssa, yours is a rescue? Kids aren't enough, you need more chaos. Listen, I'm hoping that the dog distracts them so I have a little bit more calm, okay? Let me tell you, a fenced yard has been so amazing. My parents put up cattle panel around like the RV. So we have like a little fenced in yard with a trampoline, sandbox, little couch area. And it's been amazing because I can send them out, leave the screen door open, wash dishes, and just get like a little time away from them. Not really away, but just like they're not clinging to me. So that's been amazing. So I'm thinking like a dog would be, they keep asking for one, but you know, also I don't have a lot of space, so we'll have to see. A border collie? You're gonna give up Cece? Also, I didn't know she was a border collie. Alyssa, remind me of your dog's name. I remember it's like something to do with Disney or something. Also, are you guys ready to move on to round 4? Let me know. Part lab, part border collie. Okay. I was going to suggest that. I love Aussie Shepherds. My cousin has one named Handsome. Oh, Handsome and Lady. That is such a cute, like, couple name for them. Bagheera? Bagheera? Am I saying that right? Maybe I was not thinking the right name. Sorry. It has something to do with, I don't know. I do remember the conversation, but apparently not well enough to remember the name or the details. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click next unless someone needs me. Bagheera. Bagheera. Okay. Alyssa, what is that from? Can you remind me? Okay, joke. Okay, listen, at least I had the Disney reference right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next round. But if you need me to go back, let me know. So for this next round, round 4, it is in the front loop only. So that is why we marked the back loop only of the round 3, because we'll be going back and working in the back loops on round 5. So we'll be doing a single crochet, a half double crochet, a chain 2, and then a half double crochet and single crochet in the next stitch. So it's creating like a petal, if that makes sense, without giving too much away. So I was thinking that since we are talking about blind dates and the holidays, we should share some of our funniest or memorable like traditions or bad blind dates, just because I think it would be funny. Um, I'll start, but I think the worst blind date that I went on was when a guy reached over to my sweet tea, picked up the lemon, and sucked on it. And I was so taken back that I was like, "Did you really just suck my lemon?" And then I got up and left. Another time I had someone that didn't make eye contact with me and wanted to sit at like a table for 12, and it was just us two. So that was pretty awkward too. So if you have a funny blind date or date in general story, let me know. Holiday Olympics? Shut up. Can I come to your family holidays this year? Because that sounds amazing. Is it like where you have like those games where you like try to do like the candles in a row and like sing Merry Christmas or something like that? Is it games like that or what? Ghosts for real. I don't recommend blind dates. Alyssa, that sounds like so much fun. I let's see. Not funny, but most memorable. The guy gave me a cook up on Thursday because I was in culinary school at the time. Oh, a cookbook. That's actually kind of cute. Okay. That's actually like he listened and he tried to, bring something of your special interest. And listen, if someone brought yarn on a date for me, I would be like, okay, let's get married. Maybe not that, but um, I would be very, very impressed. We are a competitive family, so it's fun and funny. Oh my gosh. Listen, if you want to live stream that or like record and post your holiday family, that would be, oh, you should do a like, I know you were talking about podcast style lives. That would be fun. The way to my heart is yarn. It is. It is. I'm an easy girl when it comes to that. We also do holiday elements. That is so fun. Listen, the only thing that my family really does is that we are Italian or grew up thinking we were Italian because, 23 and me and all. Um, we always did Italian Christmas Eve. It was also my grandma's birthday. So we always had like pasta or lasagna. And yeah, it was my favorite part of the holiday because it was like the calm before the storm. So I've tried to make Christmas Eve like my thing with my kids. So we always do like pasta, like lasagna, like we do Italian, but we also do like finger foods and stuff like that. And then I usually have like a Christmas movie playing, and we also open our presents on Christmas Eve because we have like places to be on Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve is like my thing. For Thanksgiving, my father's side does football. Okay, can y'all adopt me? Because Alyssa, I love that. I really miss my brothers. My brothers live in other countries or states. Texas might as well be another country. My brother lives in Lubbock and is in Guatemala a lot of the year. And then my other brother lives in Korea, so I don't get to see them a lot. And I miss Thanksgiving time when we would watch football or have them play outside to do football. Like I still to this day, I don't understand football at all, but I will put it on the TV just to feel like, I don't know, homey. Because I remember like hearing them scream and laugh and yeah, I just it's comforting to me. Okay, I have done two round fours in both of my makes. So are we ready to move on to the next round? I don't want to make y'all worried that we don't have enough time. So just let me know if we are good to move on or not. Yes, we are. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this one has um, multiple instructions. So we're going to go all the way to round 7. Now, if you are using a solid color, I have included additional instructions that are the round 7A and round 7B. So I'm going to actually be doing those because I use solid colors. But if you're using like a variegated or flecked, you can skip the rows that are in the green and go straight to round 8. So if you want to do them, that's great. And you can add in your accent color still. But that's just, I made this like two versions basically. So, okay. So starting in the mark stitch, we're just going to do back loop only 12 single crochet. And if anybody has any guesses after this set of instructions, let me know. There may or may not be a prize at the end for a correct guess. So I'm also going to be posting this pattern later today on Instagram for free. So if for some reason you want to make it again, which I would hope that you would, I hope you enjoy it, then you can make it or you can save it and make it at a later date. So there is that. Okay, someone got it already. What gave it away? Sorry for all those that didn't know. Did everyone pretty much guess it was going to be a Christmas tree? Because I was trying to be real stealth about it. But listen, it's a cute Christmas tree, I promise. You just have to wait and see the end result. Or should I show you my finished mix that I have beside me? The slides did have context clues, Mariah. Okay, I'll make you wait. I will say that I have made 6 of these so far, and two of my kids stole 2 of them. But I have 3 to show you of like what they would look like in solid, flecked, and variegated yarn. So it's fun. Okay, I'm working on increasing to 16 now. Okay, 14, 15, 16. Okay. If you are working on something else besides the Christmas tree that we are now making, that everyone knows we're making, put it in the chat so we can know what you're doing. I always like to figure out what someone's working on, and then I get inspired by other people around me and their creativity. So it's super nice. I am really excited because December 6th, I am throwing a Christmas party for my community group here in Tulsa. And I am making some gigantic pieces for that. So I'm recording the process as I do it. So I'm thinking of uploading them in parts, so you guys can see. But if y'all thought the gigantic roses were big, just wait till you see this. Oh no, it must be really storming bad, Ghost. Des, hi girl. Hey girl, hey. Are you planning on working on the pattern with us? If so, I can go back a little bit if I need to. I can go back, you can screenshot it, and then join us as you get closer. Let's see. I don't know if I asked this, but can y'all hear the music that I have playing? I looked up lo-fi Christmas, no copyright, so I'm hoping that it doesn't flag us. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, AC is accent color number 1 and accent color number 2. So if you have multiple accent colors, use the first one for 7A and then the second one for B. If you are just have one accent color, then do both rounds in the same color. Yeah, no problem, Des. And then I am going to be posting this pattern for free on Instagram, so you'll be able to do it later if you would like. Okay. You're fast, Alyssa. I am just now getting caught up to where you're at. How is Sammy and Rocky doing? Are you guys around round 6 or 7? Yes. So you'll do um, the 5 single crochet in the main color, and then for the bobble, um, you'll do the accent color, if that makes sense. I'm almost where you're at, so I can show you how I do it, but I leave the main color as my loop, and then I just add in the second and do the 2 DC and then close it with the main color, if that makes sense. It's a technique that I learned in a pattern a long time ago, and I've just continued to do it. I think it's like I don't know what it's called actually. So, but basically the bobbles or puff stitches, they're bobble stitches. It's just a mini bobble. You just do 2 double crochets. Um, they are the ornaments that you'll be adding. Okay, so I am now where you at? Are you where you're at 7A? So I'm gonna do my 5. Why have you failed, Rocky? What's going on? Let me know. Maybe I can help. Let's see. I'm looking for my end of my rod. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. I'll try to let it focus. But I just literally take my end, loop it over, put the pink towards the back, and that's like my first yarn over. Pull up a loop, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then I let the red go to the back, and I pull up the pink and close up the stitch. So if that's confusing, I'm sorry. Hi, Martha. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So I've been found out. The pattern's been revealed. We are working on a Christmas tree. But we are. Oh, you're still on round 4. Okay, did you need me to go back, Rocky? Do you still have those instructions? Did you take a screenshot? Because I can literally go back real quick and then back to this round. No biggie. Yes, you'll finish with, well, so you should have just 1 ornament at the very end of 7A, not 2. And then once that is round 7A, and then you'll single crochet 2, and it just offsets the next round of bobbles 2, and then you'll do another 2 double crochet bobble like this. And then you'll go back to the instructions of doing single crochet 5 and then the bobble for 3 times. Martha, are you going to be joining us? Or are you working on something else, girl? And if you don't mind, guys, if you're in the chat, can you like the live? It helps push me out. I'm super excited because I just reached 200. So I am going to be raffling off my velvet granny square purse for $2 tickets. So I am going to wait to promote that until another friend of mine's raffle is complete. If you guys see Endless Yarn in the chat, she is running a creators raffle, and the tickets are $5. It has, I'm not biased, a really cute yarn bowl, a yarn stand holder, or yarn stand, a yarn hook, a hook stand, two tapestries, stitch markers, a stitch counter, a really cute stitch mushroom stand that I really, really want. Um, and gift cards. It has a $50 gift card to Ofire, a $25 gift card to Michael's, and then a 25 gift card to Story for Me, I think that's how you say it. Story for Me. It's Mariah's website. And you can get stuff from her website, which is really cool, which is Mimi's Craft House. So anyway, I'll stop my spiel. Okay, so this is what it should look like with the baubles added for those two rounds. I'm going to set this to this. Actually, I'm going to do round 8, and then I'm going to start on my other tree. So that way I can catch up. Since I am trying to do 2. Does anybody have fun plans for this weekend? In the town that I used to live in, they had the Christmas tree lighting, so all of downtown is now like festive with lights. So I was thinking about going for a drive with a coffee just to kind of relax. I don't have my 2 youngest with me, they're with their dad today. So it's like my first weekend without them. Well, second weekend without them, but it feels definitely weird to not have so many responsibilities. Thank you. I like you guys, I did not expect to get that many subscribers in the first year of being on YouTube because for one, my ADHD doesn't allow me to like post consistently, and life in general. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Okay, why am I marking this? Oh, I'm retarded. Sorry. Shouldn't use that word. I didn't realize that I had already done the rounds for that. So now I'm gonna add in my, look at this pretty color. It's like a mulberry wine. It was a juicy couture color. I love it. Okay. I gotta read my own instructions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alyssa's going to a football game tomorrow. Oh, that sounds fun. And Des has a Friendsgiving. I love that. I wish I had enough friends to have a Friendsgiving. I wish my friends lived closer. I do have enough friends for a Friendsgiving, but they're all online. Or in Texas. I do have a great group of friends actually here. I just only see them very sporadically for like our yarn meetups and stuff. And Rocky will tell you, she's part of that group. I am terrible at responding to messages, so I could probably hang out more now that I have weekends away from the babies. But I just, I'm a terrible communicator. But at least I know that about myself. I don't know. I say that, but like I do communicate consistently with one person or two people actually. So it can be done. It's just I have to make sure to consistently think about it. It's so terrible, but it's okay. We still love you. That is right. Okay, like right now on my phone, I have 35. Like, let me see. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I have 35 text messages and 75 missed phone calls. And that's not a lot for me. I just, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine as it all burns down around me. Okay. Rocky, I don't know why you're putting the dead symbol because I did respond to you today. And I'm really excited about book club tonight. So, for those that used to be in the Refined Vibes Discord, we do audiobook club, but I have an actual physical book club too, kind of, sort of. And tonight is a meetup that we're doing, so I'm excited for that. But starting in the next year, I'm going to start um, doing more audiobook clubs on my own Discord. So I know that just has me stressed out. At least look at the message and then just don't respond to the bubbles in there. But then people can see that you read it. And that's worse because then it's like, oh, you left them unread on purpose. So that's why I don't even open them. And I've done it for so long that like it doesn't stress me out. The bubbles don't even bother me. But I know most people when they look at my phone, they freak out because of all the bubbles. Yeah, it's funny. Okay. How's everyone doing? Are you guys just waiting on me? Sorry, I get to talking and then I lose count, so I have to slow down a little bit. And I'm doing too, so you know. Okay, and then let's do 24 single crochet. I don't cut the accent color um, yet because we do another round of ornaments. So you can cut it if you want to re-add it in or just leave it. I'm going to leave mine. But I know that some people prefer to work without the extra strands. And then don't forget to mark that back loop. It's kind of on the bottom of the screen, but it's the first stitch of round 8. And then I also try to pop out my little mini baubles, so that way it has that textured effect. Sorry for the commercials, guys. You want them to know that you saw it just to just wonder, keep them guessing. Oh no, mini kits are the perfect size for sis. Oh no. Listen, those little characters are so cute. I'm not gonna lie. If I collected characters, that would probably be one I did. But I collect yarn. That's about it. Although I will say, I don't know if you guys can see it, my family is huge BTS fans, and so McDonald's had a collab with like 24 or 28 different characters, and so every time we went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal, I saved the characters for my oldest and my mom. So a little funny information there. They're literally along the bookcase over here behind me. Okay, I marked that one. Let me go ahead and I'm going to use the pumpkin stitch marker from Crafty Folds to mark this one. Since we're not yet to Thanksgiving, it's still on theme. You know what's funny is I don't have any Christmas stitch markers, so I hope someone does a Plum Street soon with stitch markers so I can get some. Or maybe that's fine for me to do it, but y'all, making stitch markers, I don't know if I could do that with my hands. Okay. If you have water, drink water. Don't be like me. Okay. How is everybody doing? Does anybody need assistance? I know that Sammy was in here earlier working, but she's also at a football game, so she may not be in here still. Just know that if you get lost on the pattern, I am going to be posting it later today on Instagram, so you can go back and look at it, or you can always DM me and I'll respond with like a little video or something if you need it. For those that are my students that are watching, you can post in the Yarn Lounge or DM me on the Stitchler on Instagram or Facebook or any of the socials. So I am going to go ahead and go to the next slide unless someone tells me no. Going once, going twice. Okay. So you may have guessed it, we're doing a front loop only round. So we're making more like branches. So it's a single crochet and a half double crochet in the first stitch. In the second stitch is a double crochet, a chain two, and a double crochet. So you're actually going to be using 3 stitches to create like the one leaf branch thing. I tried to like make it as easy to read as possible on these slides. So I'm sorry if I didn't accomplish that. So it'll look like this. Looks perfect. My brain understands this perfectly. Oh, yay. Okay. I try not to be too wordy in my patterns, so sometimes I forget to explain things because I just like Cliff Note versions of patterns myself. So that's the only thing. Like I forgot to put a key and put AC mint accent color. So at least like I'm on live so you can know that, but I am gonna have to make sure to go and write that in the notes for the actual pattern. So if you see something else or are confused by something else, please let me know in the chat so I can correct it before I publish it. I did have 2 people test this for me, but normally I try to do like a couple more than that. And I just didn't get around to organizing it all. I have still quite a few patterns that are ready to be tested, but I just haven't organized it or had the time because I'm also trying to finish my degree. And so after this live, I actually have a final that I'm going to be taking. Also, if anybody is good at algebra, please send them my way because I'm going to be working on that class tonight when I get home from book club. So I literally have put off my algebra class for the last 5 years. I was supposed to do it the very first semester I started school, and my brain just does not work with math. It really doesn't. Like math for this works great, but actually doing like algebra, my brain shuts off. So I have literally put this off for so many semesters that I have an algebra class and my capstone, and then quantitative analysis for business, and that's it. So your girl just needs to get it done. Oh, no, my final for today is program management. It's not the official title of program management, but that's what it is. So you're saying you forgot to bring algebra? Seriously, if somebody could explain it to me like in yards and ounces and skeins, I could probably like do it. Oh, my Siri is thinking I'm talking to her. I could probably understand it a lot better. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT to explain math to me in crochet terms. Okay, so this is what this one's looking like. And now I'm going to switch over this one. I hope everybody's is looking cute. And I'm sorry if you hear my stomach grumbling. Every time I drink something caffeinated, it likes to talk. It's the byproducts of having gastric stomach surgery. Raya! You're here, you're here. I'm so excited. You've been lurking the whole time. I build a cabinet. Oh, you're building a cabinet? Yes, I will definitely take you up on that. And please do not judge me because I will ask the literally stupidest questions because I suck at math, just in general. I will say that it's why I didn't graduate until I was 16 because I put off math class for a year. I'm stubborn. I was homeschooled through Bob Jones University, and I literally could have graduated way sooner if I had just. So it's a trend for me. Ooh. Listen, I love organizing craft stuff, so I'm excited for you. Also, did you see that I have your stitch marker I'm going to use for my next round? My little mushroom ghost. I was talking about it earlier. Okay, listen. With the Yarn Father and Mothman Raya, I feel like I can get through this class. So, oop, I ran out of yarn, but that's okay because I grabbed the other little skein of yarn that I have. I may not be able to finish, we'll see. At least I know I have some more of this color packed away, but I did not find it before the live. I thought I would have enough, so we'll see. At least I have the other one going, so you'll be able to see a finished product too. Listen, Mariah squared, I'm here for it. I love this emerald color of green on this velvet. It's one of my favorites. It's actually the green that is on the granny square bag that I'm wrestling. Mariah squared, yep. At least I know that that's like a little two above the number. Elementary. Okay, I need to go back. Considering I often help with math, Mariah squared is very fitting. Yeah. Okay. I am done with this round on this one. Or at least like the release. Now I'm gonna do round 10. How's everybody doing? Is everybody that is working on the tree um, around round 9, round 10? Do we have some stragglers that we need to pause for? Let me know. Let's see. Oh, my yarn's getting all tangled. I need to get my yarn winder back. I might buy a new one. I had an Ole Craft, but it broke on me, so I was gonna order another large capacity yarn winder. So if you know of a good brand, let me know. Also, I'm double checking the Canva document that has this presentation that I made because I don't see the instructions. It's supposed to be underneath round 10. So I'm double checking on that, guys. It may be on the next slide, but I just want to make sure. Oh, it's not. For some reason, it's not showing, even though I just saved it today. So let me. Give me just a second, guys. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to quickly type it up so I can display it. Okay. I'm so sorry. In the document, it's actually in there, but it's not showing on the PowerPoint, and I'm not sure why, because I just exported it right before I went live. So let me get those instructions up real quick. I think crochet, 2 crochet, bobble, repeat 6 times. Okay, and let's visit. Go back to StreamYard. Sorry, I have to talk. Okay. Oh, I don't know how. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Raya. I am so excited to show this one off. I know there's a billion Christmas tree patterns out there, but I mean, I basically, what I'm planning to do is if you saw my booty corn, candy corn on Instagram, I'm taking that shape and making it a different item for each of the seasons. So this is basically that pattern, but for the color change rows, I'm actually just doing a front loop only of the Christmas tree. So you can put a booty on this one if you want, but it's also going to have different style legs, and then it also has like the puff stitch or the bobble stitches for the ornaments. But I have a little raindrop that's holding a lightning bolt or a flower as accessories. Um, that's going to be for spring. I haven't quite decided like what I'm gonna do for the other holidays, but I'm gonna make it like a whole series so that they're all shelf sitters or swings. So that's in the works. I have a ton of ideas that like I put in my in my phone, and then sometimes I'll remember to actually do them, sometimes I don't. So don't hold me to it if I forget. Okay, so I know it's really small, so I'm gonna make it big again. Um, I wish I could zoom in. Let me see. Are you guys having a hard time reading the pattern? Because this one says 5 single crochet and then do a 2 double crochet bobble. So, and then you repeat it 6 times. Ooh, yeah, girl. Life gets in the way a lot, but I I think it's gonna be fun, and I would love to do patterns, of course, because I know they'll be unhinged, which I love. Okay, now I'm working on round 10 on this one. Alyssa, are you still in here? Are you caught up, girl? I'm trying to remember everyone that's working on it. And I know I think there's 3. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nineteen, 19, 20. Okay, I've got my 30, and now I'm gonna do the 5 single crochet with the bobbles. See, this is why I scheduled enough time to do this till 3, because normally this would take me 30 minutes, and I guess I've been talking so much, and the fact that I'm doing 2, it's at an hour now. So sorry guys, I know it's running long. Um, so if you have to go, I totally understand, but I'm gonna stay on until we finish, or at least I finish. And I'll stick around if anybody needs help as well. I'm terrible at secrets. I don't know if y'all know this about me or not, but I have a very hard time keeping things I'm really excited about secret. So I'm like struggling with not telling you guys about my large make. I mean, if you saw my TikTok where I put all of the yarn in the cart for this project, and just know that I already need more yarn for it. It's a big one. I think it's going to be the largest I've made. Maybe, I don't know. My knitted cauldron that I made for my spooky event last year, that was 5 feet tall by 9 or 10 feet long. And I had spider webs, and I had yarn balls with like drippy strings. And like I made a huge crochet hook and knitting needles that looked like they were stirring the pot. Then I had mushrooms and spiders like around the bottom. So that one was a lot of work. But I think this one's going to be even bigger than that one. So I just hope that it makes people happy when they see it. Like, I think it will. I mean, it makes me happy, and all these people are yarn people, so they should enjoy it too. But it's so funny because the same weekend that I planned this party for is a festival of the item that I'm making. So it's like perfect timing. Oh, okay, Alyssa. Not yet, but it's okay. I gave you. Okay. Do you need to screenshot this screen before I move on to the next? Because I plan on moving ahead unless there's more people that need me to wait. Rocky, give me an update about where you're at. And I think, let's see, let me scroll back to see if anybody else is there making it too. I know Sammy's probably not able to complete it because she's at her football game. But let's see. Is there anyone else? Mm, I know a lot of people are just hanging out, which is awesome too. Know that Mothman Mariah is working on the cabinet. Is Yarn Father in here? Are you working on the pattern too? Let me know. Okay, cool. Good to move on. So let me go back. Okay, so we're now going to meet on round 11, 12, and 13. And this is all in the main color. So you're going to do 2 rounds of 30. I'm thinking about doing a pie night, like a Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving pie night on live, um, where we do like a Thanksgiving pattern this month later on. It wouldn't be the weekend of Thanksgiving. I think it would be like the weekend before. Let me check. Oh no, that would be next weekend, and I have my kids then. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be probably that Saturday. So it'll be after Thanksgiving, but I am working on trying to finish that one up because I think that this might be a fun thing to do, kind of like a little mini class. But I might do them like once every quarter instead of once a month. But we'll see. We'll see. I have lots of ideas and plans for the new year. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Twenty-four, 25, 30. Okay, so I've done round 11 and round 12. I'm just going to go ahead and complete this one and then see if I have enough yarn to catch up on my other one. But you'll only have that final round of the third accent colors one. You won't have 2 rounds of bobbles for this second portion, if that makes sense. So that's just how I designed it. It was just 3 rows of ornaments. So just in case y'all thought that maybe another instruction was missing, it's not. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. My last increase. 35 and 36. Okay. And I'm going to use the mushroom ghost to mark the first stitch of the last round, round 13. And then I'm going to put this one on pause and do the other one to see if I can catch up. I don't know if I have enough yarn for this. That's why I kind of put this one to the side. But these colors are gorgeous. So I'm going to finish this one. And if I finish it off live, I will put it on my next video so you guys can see the finished product. One, two, Ooh, I can feel the hyper focus setting in. I love that. It means my Vyvanse just kicked in. I took my medicine late this morning, and I can tell I'm like zoned in. For those that don't know, Vyvanse is an ADHD med. I can't stand Adderall. It makes me super like I stay angry but just really touchy. So I can't really do that one. I do it in the afternoon as a pick me up because the Vyvanse wears off after a little while. But I use it sparingly just because I do know that I get a little bit more snippy. So, sorry, I'm telling all my business. Y'all probably like, what? I am in the zone. I'm like focused and counting and talking. Okay. And then you should need only one more stitch marker, so a total of three. But if you can always unclip the ones that you used beforehand. I just always leave mine in the product till the very end in case I have to frog back or something. So the last one I'm going to use is the checkered heart. Oop, checkered heart with the orange beads from Stitch by Danny Marie. This one's one of my favorites. I think I mentioned that before because it's the only one that I've not had to, like, it's like really well made. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple of rounds of the 30 or try because I'm really low. This one's not happening. Twenty, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to finish this one because I just reached the end of the round and I have the end of my yarn there. But I wish you could see how pretty these colors are in real life because they're really cute. And I really like the stitch markers hanging off of them. That's really cute, actually. You could totally use it as like a stitch marker hanger if you wanted. Hanging off the little branches, add more decor to it. So that's when I'm gonna have to stop. But I do have this one that I'm gonna continue working on, and I have plenty of yarn for it. So is everyone good to move on to round 14? Let me know, and I'm gonna take a kind of hydration break. It's got water in it, I think. It's fine. Okay, we go back to StreamYard. Is everybody good? I don't see any messages telling me to wait in the chat. So I'm going to, oops, wrong button. Leave it like that. And then here we go. Okay, so we're doing a front loop only round now. You're going to start with a slip stitch. Then the next stitch, do a single crochet, half double crochet. And then the next stitch, do the DC, chain 2 DC. And then half double crochet, single crochet. So you're using 4 stitches as a 4-stitch repeat. The slip stitches are just the in-betweens of those like branches. So you won't have another slip stitch on the other side. So I know it's a little bit different for those that like to read the pattern. Like for me, like I always like follow the pattern. So the next step should be a slip stitch, but it's not. So just because we don't increase that much. So this is the final set of branches or petals, whatever you want to call it. And then we will do one more round of 30 or 3 more rounds of 36 and then decrease and stuff and put your eyes. So we are nearing the end. Yay! How's everybody feeling? If you're not working on the tree, how's your projects going? Mariah, have you built an entire house by now? How's your cabinet? Let a girl know. I'm sorry, Alyssa. I know that's your line, but like, I just think it's so cute and funny. And so in my head, I say it like a million times a day. Let a girl know. So now I find myself mimicking, not mimicking, I don't know, fangirling. It's a fangirl moment. I'm so glad you're coming back to the lives or have ideas for the lives because I miss watching yours. I always enjoy watching yours, even your palm streets and stuff. Okay. So one of the reasons that I only did one set of baubles on this like third tier is because that's the tier that you put the eyeballs in. Most people put like the Christmas tree or the eyes near the bottom of the Christmas tree, like after the branches, and it bothers me. I don't know why, it just does. It feels like they're too far down. So I designed mine to be up a little bit. Yeah. So that's why. I don't know, y'all probably don't care about the why, but I always like to include extra information. Sorry. Yep, that's your saying. I'm just copying you, and I'm sorry. I don't do it to be malicious. It's just stuck in my head. It's like what are those? What do they call it? Like vocal stems. So let a girl know. It's okay. Take it as a compliment because I mean it as one. Chain 2. Can you tell I've done this so much? I'm not even reading the instructions. I'm just going on. I guess that's the easy thing about it being my pattern though. So I know it. You just be yapping. I love it though. I think there's like certain people that I just find so entertaining that no matter what they would talk about, I'd be interested in. You're one of those people. Versus like some people of like, I don't find this topic interesting, so I can't like focus on it. Okay. Starting on round 15. And we do a pretty drastic decrease. We go like it's decrease. It's a round of just decrease after decrease. So you'll reduce it to 18, and then cinch it in together. So that way it has like a flat bottom, but also you could cheek it if you wanted to. Because cheeky things sell well. At least they do in my area. If anyone ever picks up anything, turns it around, and sees a butt on it, they want it immediately. So, don't know what that's about, but I'm here for it. Even the raindrop that I have designed for spring has cheeks. So, if you've made my candy corn, it's the same design basically, except this one's going to be a little bit taller because of the extra rows with bobbles. But if you use like a flex or variegated yarn, it would be the same height. I'm trying to make them all about the same size, so that way if you did the whole collection of them, it would look like a whole collection. Because it really bothers me, like, if you're a reader, you know, like, if books are the same height in a series, oh, it's so good. And then if, like, one book is a different size, it literally bugs me so bad. They have to be all matching. If you join me late, this is not my library behind me. This is my mom's. But you can see where I get my love of reading from. Sorry, guys, my throat is feeling dry again. How's everybody doing? I feel like the chat is kind of quiet. Are we struggling? Are we working on other things? Okay, good. You're doing good. Rocky, how are you hanging in there? I am going to see you tonight, so if you need to finish it in person with me, I'm down for that too. Also, Rocky, are we talking about the Opal Rain books tonight? The Dustwalker series? Really hope so. I've literally been obsessed with this series since I read it this year, you guys. It's called The Dustwalker Brides by Opal Rain. She's a freaking fantastic lore writer. Like her world that she created, I'm obsessed with. I totally judged the book by the cover. I was like, this looks scary. I don't want to read this. Kind of judged the person who recommended it to me. Sorry, Alex. And then I read it and fell in love, and I'm halfway, or I'm like on book 6 or 7. Life has gotten in the way for me finish reading it, but I love, love, love the series. You also have no comment on where you are on the street. Rocky, text me right now and show me. If you want, I can send you the Canva link if you need to go back to some of the slides. And there's no shame. Don't hide. This one's going to be, I posted this though. I mean, I scheduled the live so that way it will be posted so you can always go back if you want to do it round by round on YouTube. But I'm also going to have it posted on Instagram and everything else like that. So. I'm gonna expect a text message from you shortly. Okay. Alyssa, are you good to move on? Or do we need to wait? This is what it is looking like. Okay, and you can cut your accent colors because we are done using them in the Christmas tree. Ah, oh no. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go. Ah, please hold. Where was we? Okay, from current slide present. Share screen, window, share, add to stage. I'm gonna get really good at this technology thing. Yes, you can see mine one more time. So this is the back where I've been making the color changes. Or not the color changes, but the start and ends of the rounds. And I'll turn it slowly so you can see. And then I just kind of pull out the branches so you can see it better. So. Okay. Did you see what you needed to see, Alyssa, or did you want me to focus in on a certain spot? Thank you, Rocky. Also, Rocky, my book is on my computer, so I will try to bring it. Oh, make myself big. Oh, duh. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, so this is where the rounds are in the back, the start and end of the rounds. So there's that last bobble row, and then these are the ones, they're kind of staggered, like up and then down, kind of like a zigzag formation. Sorry, my chat is a little delayed, so I didn't see your comment, but let's see. I'll show you the one I made in Burnett if you're looking for like the finished idea. Hold on just a second. Let me go grab the one that has bobbles. Hey, Darcy, can I have the pink Christmas tree real quick to show on camera? The Christmas tree I made you, the pink with the red ornaments. The one you just bought. Christmas tree. Wait, act like you don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'll get it. Wait. What do you want? I just want to show it on camera. Is that okay? The pink Christmas. Oh, it's not. Well, I thought you were talking about something. Thank you. Why? Are you gonna give it right back? Yeah, I'm gonna give it right back. I'm just gonna show it real quick because I didn't bring one that has the bobbles. Be right. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to steal my daughter's that I made her. So I already did one in pinks and reds. And it has this red is like flecked with green and white. But so like some of the accessories is a bow. We're gonna make the feet the accent color. If you're working with two accent colors, you can pick which one you want. But there's where we're doing the eye placement. And there's the bottom. And then if you did one without bobbles, there's this one. I made this one in Bernat, and we'd make a star. There's the options. You can do the star or the bow. Is that helpful? Okay, awesome. Here you go, Darcy. Thank you. And then if you used flecked yarn, this is from Hobby or Hobby, however you say it. I bought my Christmas yarn or their Christmas yarn 2 years ago, but they actually just came out with it again. Like it's a repeat. So if you wanted to get this exact yarn, it's flecked with red and white, and it's super cute. Hopefully it focuses. And then I just did brown feet for it. And my eyes are from the ADHD Hobbyist. I love her eyes, and I can't wait for the advent calendars that she is putting out. Sorry if you missed the sale because the pre-orders are closed. Okay, I'm gonna go back to, thank you. Aren't they adorable? It gives Jellycat. I'm not gonna lie, it gives Jellycat. And I know there's several other patterns similar, but I did use just the candy corn shape that I had already created. So, but like this one looks like a little, like an angry eyebrows. To me anyway, it looks like he's a grumpy tree. And his name is Tinselton. So you're making Tinselton the Christmas tree. Thought it was like a dapper little name for him. And he identifies as he, or at least that one does. I don't know. Sorry guys, I come up with the whole story for my mix. Okay. I'm gonna bring back up the pattern unless someone wants a more close-up of the make I'm making right now. And then we go back to the presentation. Okay, so now we're doing the decreases. So we're doing a single crochet decrease, No, a single crochet, comma, decrease. So it goes down to 24, and then you have another round of decrease to 12. So it's only two decrease rounds, and then fasten off and close with your tail and front loop only. But before you do that, we want to insert the eyes. So let me go back big, actually, before we do the decrease rounds. Um, I am going to use my 35 millimeter opal from Claire, if I can get them in sync. So I'm gonna go from the back. So this is the back where we do the starts, and I'm just gonna go right across and see where it looks good. These are such big eyes that I may have to move my placement, but I just placed them where I thought that they looked good. With a smaller one, it was, oh, I don't have that one in front of me anymore, but um, there was a bobble in between the eyes, kind of like a nose or something. So just whatever size you have. You can have really tiny eyes. They can have big eyes like this one's gonna have. And I try to make it where it's two visible stitches in between. Um, I just like my eyes close set like that. And then I always turn my pupils where they're at the top because I feel it's like a cartoon. I feel like it's looking up at you, which I think is really cute. So that's what this is looking like. It looks kind of crazy until you get them sunk in. So I do have this tool that I'm going to help or try to use to help. I'm not the best at these tool things, and I think I don't even. Yeah. The upper body strength needed. Crazy. I need to get one of those clamping tools. Um, because I don't know if I've mentioned, but I have rheumatoid arthritis, so it's really hard sometimes for me to use my hands for crocheting and closing up eyeballs. Okay, they're not completely sunken because I only got them in um, one click or one notch. So please pause. I'm going to see if I can get some help from my dad. Okay, listen, don't judge me. I'm going to try this stuff out first. I saw the girls at the retreat do this, where they put it on the floor and stepped on it when they were really struggling. It worked. Okay, it worked for that one. So now I'm going to do it on this other one. And we're in. Hey. Okay, so pro tip, put it on the ground and step on it. Well, if you have one of these things. Okay. Oh my god, look how cute. Sorry, guys. I'm not a fan of my own work. What are you talking about? Okay. So let me bring back up the Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, so we're going to do single crochet decrease and then a round of decreases. I forgot to put my headphones on, so I don't know if you guys can hear me talking at all. But I stepped on the eyes and they popped in perfectly. So if you have one of these and you can't get it in, put it on the ground, step on it, and it works. Yeah. So now I'm going to do my decrease rounds. And I have enough space in the yarn I'm using to stuff after I've done my decrease rounds. But if you don't, go ahead and stuff if you need to. I hope that you guys can actually hear a little bit of the music because I've just been jamming out, which is why I don't think I've been talking as much. I'm sorry. I also think it's low enough that YouTube is not flagging me, so don't know if you can actually hear it or not. A2, A3, and 24. Okay, 10, 11, and 12. And then whenever you're going to fasten off, leave a tail at least, I always do like 12 to 18 inches, just long enough to know to where I know I can sew. And then I fasten off with a slip stitch chain 1. And now we stuff. So I just ordered some pillows and they came with extra stuffing, like vacuum sealed in this bag. So I was like, free polyfil. So that's what I'm going to use to stuff this little sucker. I like to make sure that I stuff the tip very firmly because when we go to sew on the bow or the star at the tip, I like it to be like stand straight up and not flop over, if that makes sense. I've never really been a firm stuffer. I like mine to be floppy. But after being a part of like a crochet community, I've learned that after time, they really like I don't know. It's just better to stuff them firmly because then they work themselves to be soft and fluffy over time. Because they can shrink, like the stuffing can shrink when in transport, like being shipped to someone, if you're like selling your plushies. And I do try to sell my plushies in person markets. So I've changed my stuffing habits. But I like to stuff in the center and then push out towards the sides So almost like creating a hole in the center, so that way it really forms it outwards and then gives it more personality, more shape. So that's how I do mine. You guys, I forgot a darning needle, I think. Let me check my little case to see if I have one. Oh man. Okay. Shoot. Let me text my mom to see if she has a tapestry needle here at the house. This is a rookie mistake. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So hopefully you've done your decreases and you've done your stuffing. I'm going to set this to the side and work on the accessories. Is everyone good to move on, or do you need me to leave up this slide with the decrease rounds? And while I'm waiting for you guys to respond, I'll grab my yarn. For this pink and red one, I'm just gonna make a bow because I just love like the pink and the red with the bow aspect. But I will also make a star in the red just so that way you guys can see how I do mine. So yeah, I'm gonna make both accessories. Okay, and Alyssa's stuffing, so perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay, so on the left hand, everyone will do this, right? So you're starting with a magic circle and you're making the 2 feet. So you're gonna make 2 of the instructions in the left box. And then for the right box, you can do one or the other. Option 1 is the star, and then option 2 is the bow. So I'm gonna start with the feet, just so that way you guys can see. I'm doing a magic circle. We're going to do 6 single crochet inside of it. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much. My mom is coming to the rescue and looking for a needle in the art room. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Yay, we have one. Now, I don't stuff my feet because I like it to be like, um, I don't know, just squishy. So like, if you want it to be stuffed in the bottom portion, you can. But I feel like they're squishy enough without adding stuffing. So just know that that's an option when you're making your feet. Okay, so I've increased to 9. Now I need to do the decrease round to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I stuff my tail usually in, so I guess it does kind of give it some shape. And then we're going to do 3 rounds of 5, so a total of 15 stitches. And when I'm doing rounds like this, I usually just count to 15 to make it easier. 14 and 15. And I do sew these on, so leave a long enough tail to sew on. Fasten off. And then I just kind of pinch and squish this back so it looks more like a little shoe or something. So that's the vibe I go for. So I'm gonna make one more. Okay, close this up and do my increase round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, and okay. Now the decrease round of 4 decreases and 1 single crochet. Okay, so I've reduced to 5. I'll go ahead and stuff my tail in and do my 5 single crochets. Now, I know a lot of people could close this up and sew it in the round. I just prefer to make mine have personality by putting it in different directions each time. Like each time I sewed them on, it was in a different placement. Um, so I may add a modification to include them if you want it to be no sew, like if you want to do these for market prepping. But that's why I made it where you only have these accessories to sew on. It's still like I feel like a quick make, if you will. I say that, and we've been on since 1 o'clock. But it's different when I'm like chatting and we're having fun, or I'm having fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me because I really thought that no one was going to be here, that I was going to be stood up on my blind date. It's a literal blind date for me since I can't see you guys. Just myself. Oh, I was going to sew them on and I realized I need to close this up. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and close up my tree. I do the invisible close off method, so I use the front loops only. And you weave it back and forth. So you go in, out. And what it does is it kind of makes like a magic ring, but for the closure. And for those that already know this, I'm sorry, it's just the teacher in me. Can't help it. Okay, and then once I get it all in there, I just close up by pulling it like you do a magic circle. Yeah, and then thread this, weave it back and forth to secure your end. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna sew my feet on, and I I usually always do it on the fourth row. So like when I say fourth, let me see. I'm still big, aren't I? Let me make sure that you guys can see I'm not small. A small picture if I can figure out how to switch back to the screen. Okay, there we go. Just kidding. I removed myself completely. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I count from this round, which is the back loop only of this the palm or the leaf round. So I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I always sew it on this fourth round, but I just sew them like I've done some separate like this. I've done some like close together. So it's really just whatever you prefer or whatever you feel like is giving the personality. So this one's very much giving me like bougie vibes. Like like she's got her Louis red bottoms on. So I'll probably make them like more together than separate. She wearing high heels, it's fine. And apparently it's a girl instead of a simpleton. It's a I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. My ADHD mumbling's probably gotta be annoying. And I always sew on with a whip stitch and I do it the line across and then backwards to make sure it's really secured. Okay, so that's the first one. And then there's the second one. Okay. Almost done with the second leg. I kind of don't like how I sewed them, but it's okay. I may like tack them a little bit. So you can sew it in whatever manner you want. I don't like to give too much direction on that because I feel like it gives it personality for whoever is doing the make. But if I did this again, I would sew them further back. just in case you're wondering, but that's okay. I'm almost done. Okay, and then stuff my ends in. And then I'll show you what it came out to look like with this red bottoms here. Happen to pull the tail through the leg so that way it's and stuff it into the tree. Okay. It's cute. I wish I would have done it more like that, but it's okay. So anyway, I just pull on the leaves to make it look like how I want. And now I'm going to work on the bow. But before I do the bow, I'm going to do the stars. That way you can see how it's made. It's all worked in a magic circle. So when I start with the magic circle, I always chain one. So it start off like this. I don't know if everybody does that method. It's how I teach it, but I've seen people like just wait and then chain up to make their stitch. So you just want to do the chain one, and then let me pull up on screen the instructions. So it'll be the option one right here, and you're going to do a triple crochet or a treble crochet. So you're just going to yarn over twice, insert into the circle, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and then slip stitch into the circle. So it doesn't look like really anything yet, but when you pull it closed, it's a star. So after the slip stitch, you yarn over twice and go into the magic ring. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch. And you do that 5 times for the 5 points of a star. It makes it kind of like a puff star, so it has dimension. Because when you slip stitch, it folds the stitch in half, basically. So it's like a little point, but it's almost like you did rounds of the points and sewed them together. I don't know. I prefer to do it this way. If you don't like the star, that's fine. You can not. You don't have to do it. But I just thought I would show it on camera. Thank you, Rocky. Aren't the eyes everything? So there's my friend Claire that I met at the Refined Vibes retreat. Her username is the ADHD Hobbyist, and she hand paints these safety eyes, and they're the cutest ever. I really, really like them, and these ones are called Opal. Okay, so after you get done doing that, you close up your magic ring, and then I just fasten off by pulling my loop through and tugging it to be a knot. And then I use my tail to close up the star, and then I pinch the points so that way it becomes the star shape. And then I use both of those tails to secure it. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm not large. Let me change this. To secure it. So when I pinch the points, then you can see it's like a textured puff star. And then I use the 2 tails to attach to the top. So that's your option 1. I'm going to do option 2, which is just a chain 40 strand that I'll tie into a bow and secure to the top, because as you saw that little one that I made my daughter earlier, I really liked it. I remember doing this with the scrubby stars and I got so lost, but after you showed me it made sense. Oh, yeah. So at our Christmas party last year, we had several kits for people to complete while they were there. And one of them was scrubby yarn and making stars out of them because it's my favorite thing to give like when I'm visiting someone for the holidays because it's the useful and it's like a good like not housewarming but just like something that's different and unique. And they make really good scrubbers for like the sinks, like either your kitchen sink or your bathroom sink to get off like residue like makeup and toothpaste and that kind of thing. So yeah. All right. Okay, so I chained a little bit more than 40, I think, because I just was chaining. So you could do it longer if you want, but 40 allows you to have like strands that come down from the top. So now that I've cut it, I'm just literally going to loop and make a bow. And once I get my knot, then I pull my ends to make it how I want it. So I'm going to pull the end. And then what I like to do is I like to take my needle and weave the ends up to the knot of the bow. So I'm going to take this, weave it all the way into the knot of the center of the bow, and then use the rest of the tail to secure it to the top of the tree. That way the ends don't pop out of the bottom of the ribbons of the bow. Because when I have cut off and just woven in a little bit with the wear and tear of like someone picking it up and tossing it and throwing it, like I guess people don't have rambunctious kids like me. But with mine, they get kind of crazy with hers, and it works out better when I secure it with being at the bow top, if that makes sense. Not that these would go to a kid, but just, you know. And then also too, like whenever you pull the strand up, it kind of like gives the string like curly texture, if that makes sense. And you can move it around. So it's like cuter than just a strand hanging, if that makes, I don't know. Guys, tell me to stop talking. Y'all are not talking in the chat, so I'm just doing the dead air for all 5 of you. I'm sorry. Thanks, Rocky. Listen, I've realized that after an hour, I get insecure and I don't know what to say. So that's why I like it when people respond in the chat to me. Okay, so I'm doing the other side, and I'm just pulling that tail upwards and then pulling the ribbon back down so it has like movement. That's the word I was looking for, movement. Okay. So I feel like this is the front. So this is what, oh my God. This is so turning out so cute. So I'm gonna now attach it to the Christmas tree. Oops, sew it in. How's everybody doing? My voice is soothing. That's the first time I've got that. Thank you, Rocky. Listen, whenever I used to do customer service on the phone, I got accused of having a 900 voice, but never like a soothing voice. So that's nice. I'll take it. Does anyone still need the instructions up for the star or have any questions about the star? Alyssa, are you doing a heart? Or are you doing, I'm not a heart. Are you doing a bow or are you doing a star? Also, Rocky, have you continued or did you give up completely? It's okay if you did. I just want to know. And then I take my ends and I tie them in a knot and then just stuff them inside. Okay. You guys. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is the front. I still feel like it's giving Tinselton. The back. Ah, I love, 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 love how it turned out. Okay, where are my bead stitch markers? Bead. My yarn ones from the Whimsical Goblin. I'm gonna hang these on here just for a little decoration while everyone finishes up. Because it could totally be like a stitch marker Christmas tree. Stop. Why is that so cute to me? If you have not gotten a set of these rainbow stitch markers, you need to get some. These are the grayscale ones that I got. And I adore them. Oh my god. This makes me so happy, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh no, I broke one. You guys, I don't know. Am I like just really hard on my stitch markers? Because they're always popping loose. I am gonna get a soldering gun and solder mine together. Okay. Okay, so that's Tinselton. You gave up, Rocky? Oh. It is, right? A stitch marker Christmas tree. Okay, let's see. I don't think I had anything else on PowerPoint. Let me see. Just make sure. Just a thank you. And then I have the pictures of the three that I made, or three of the ones that I made. So that's it. Did everyone finish that was continued besides not trying to call you out, Rocky, but Rocky? And is there anything else I can help you guys with before I get off of here? Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. This was so much fun. I think I'm definitely going to try to do another one soon. I do teaching style class, like I do classes at a local college in case you didn't know. So it's just like very comfortable for me to do this kind of live. So I might do like a pattern, maybe not a blind one, but like row by row of each of my patterns that I try to release next year. So if that's something you're interested, let me know, because I think that that might be kind of fun to do like once a quarter or once a month Saturday makes of like the free patterns that I put out. Because I have decided that I'm going to put all my patterns for free on Instagram. I'm not going to try to sell them anymore. Um, so the ones that I've previously sold will stay paid, but just because I don't want people that pay for them to get upset that they're free now. But then all the ones moving forward, I'm just going to put on Instagram for free. So. Girl, you don't need to learn how to crochet faster. You're good. Um, it's not like a race. I'm just I've just been doing it for so long that I feel like that's why I'm quicker. But it's slow handcraft. Like I think a lot of people get so worried about trying to like market prep and make things so quickly. And it's good when there's a fast make. Like even I have some fast makes on my Instagram for like my splash little octo. That's I literally have done so many in 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. I think it takes me like 6 minutes to do one. But it's not about time. It's about like the craftsmanship and like not a lot of people can make stuff with just their hands. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. Thank you again for spending your Saturday with me, and I hope you enjoy your little tinsel tin. If you're not following me, please like and subscribe. I just reached 200, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm gonna be having a raffle go on for $2 tickets for a Greatest Square purse. I'm gonna jump on live later this month and show the purse in detail so you can see what you're getting. And then, yeah, I was going to add something else, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I'm going to add this pattern to my Instagram later today. I have some fine tuning of some things that I want to put on the pattern just before I release it, and then we'll go from there. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. Bye, guys.